is like my most vulnerable video probably on YouTube yet. Honestly, I just want this to be like a chit chat video. So today I actually want to talk about overcoming imposter syndrome.
I need you by my side, yeah. I need you in my life for one night.
And I want to talk about like my year and how 2021 was and everything. I saw on Instagram someone shared it and she was talking about how people should feel comfortable to share their losses and people should share their losses of 2021 and basically to like define it. What is imposter syndrome? Some people talk about it, some people hear it and they're like, is that not depression? Does that mean she's depressed? Well, honestly, if you ask me, if you're a growing adult, you're like in your 20s and stuff, you must have definitely either dealt with depression or dealt with imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is like when you sometimes think that you are a fraud, you forget your achievements, you start to self-sabotage, you start to procrastinate, you become disorganized, you start doubting yourself. Everybody else in the room except you believes that you are up to the task, but for some reason you do not think that you can handle it. For example, let me give you an example now. I am a lawyer. I have gone to law school. I have been practicing for more than 3 years. Yes. If someone walks up to me and says, oh my god, you're a lawyer, you inspire me, I'm so excited to meet you, you might be smiling at them, but in your mind you're like, imagine being a lawyer for more than 3 years and you haven't been able to save up to 2 million naira and everybody's calling you lawyer. That, oh, are you sure I should have even studied law at all? I caught myself so many times in this year doubting myself, and I am somebody that to an extent I am very confident. My skin, I'm confident in my complexion, confident in my abilities, I know what I bring to the table. You know, I'm that kind of girl, I'm that alpha female. Recently it started looking like I was forgetting who I was. I had an opportunity that was basically on my laps, like a great opportunity, but for some reason I was doubting myself. I was looking at all the negative possibilities. You are over this level, like it's time for you to get to your next level, but because you were doubting yourself, why do you think that so and so people can do it but you can't? Where is the vote of confidence in yourself? Do you know how far you have come? Do you know how many people have died this year that don't even have any health condition? People finer than you, fresher than you, more intelligent than you, and for some reason I was just failing to take a chance. I went to school, I got called to bar before 25. Like, there are so many things that I have actually done that I should be, you know, like confident in myself to know that, okay, yes. The first thing about it is you have to realize that, look, this is what you are actually facing. Do you understand? You cannot keep living in self-denial. This is like my most vulnerable video probably on YouTube yet. This is something that I am ready now to talk about because I have identified the ways to get over it, the ways to overcome it. I was mad at myself, I was mad at everybody. People that are close to me can relate, and I became more, usually I'm very jumpy, always happy girl, you know. I just took I don't know how to explain it, like I was different. I could notice that things were different with me. So, you know, I started noticing that, oh, I wasn't happy. You know, I just knew that at this point, this is not where I want to be. Sometimes I would call my mom, like I'll just cry. I'd cry. I'd be like, mommy, this is not where I want to be and stuff like that. But she always, like, you know, like encourage me. And my friends, like I cannot count how many times I've called them, you know, and I'm like, oh, I don't know why I'm holding myself back, I don't know why I hesitated, and now the opportunity has passed by. So So that was me. But the dogs are still barking, so you're going to have to manage like that. I'm just sharing like my experience and how this year really was for me. And something else that I really noticed is that some of my I'm going to be talking about things that I jotted down, like when you're dealing with, when you finally realize that, oh, this is what I'm dealing with, this is something that, this is an issue, it's a serious issue. It's not normal for you to doubt yourself. It's not normal for you to think you're a fraud and your achievements are not important enough. It is not normal. So if you ever feel like that at a point in your life, just know that you're not the only one experiencing it, or you're not the only one that has gone through it. But these are the things that I have jotted down that has helped me get over it and get better as a human being and as a young lady in my 20s. The first thing is you need to learn to control your mind. Somebody like me, I am an overthinker. I am a creative person. Like, I am very creative. I can sit down and think of how to make this place beautiful, but at the same time I can also sit down and think of all the worst case scenarios. You don't want to know, trust me. I needed the Lord to deliver me, because I can just be walking on the road and I'm like, oh, what if I just get a call now, and I just like, I think about the most negative things sometimes, and I've realized that place is actually from a place of fear. It's actually, sometimes it's like your fears are like playing a fast one on you, to cry for something that has not even happened. It's a bad thing. Forgetting that you do not have control over some things. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It is only God that knows what can happen, what will happen tomorrow, what will happen next tomorrow, or how long your parents are going to live for. Like, you do not know that piece of information. So why do you want to keep being negative? Like, I cannot say stop being an overthinker, because a part of my creativity comes out from me overthinking. I don't know if you understand me, but if you understand me, please put a thumbs up. Sometimes your creativity comes from your pain. Sometimes your creativity comes from you overthinking, or from your mind. So you have to protect your mind. It's almost like the Bible is aware of how our entire life is going to play out, because that scripture is so relatable right now, trust me. So I had to learn to control my mind and always think positively. The next thing is you need to build a relationship with God. I already had that. God has kept you this long. He has a purpose for your life. He wishes above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospereth. Sometimes we forget. So you have to constantly read your Bible and remember what God says about you, for yourself. Not all those, oh, you go to church, they say it here, they say it there. Do you believe it? You need to start believing what God's word says about you. Number 3 is affirmations, declaration, and meditation. Yes, these 3 things are kind of like related. I'm sorry about the dog barking. I am blessed, I am elevated, understand that you are. Shut up! You need to understand that you're a child of God. You need to affirm those things that God has said about you. You need to speak things into existence. Where you see yourself in 5 years. I don't care if you think you are not able to achieve it. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. Self-sabotaging, like. So when I say self-sabotage, I mean like procrastination, disorganization, initiating conflict, then low self-esteem. Why do you think everybody else is better than you? Why do you think that everybody else can do it except you? You have to constantly build your self-confidence and stop procrastinating. The next thing on my list is you need to be yourself. Nobody knows you more than you. Nobody has the right to tell you what you cannot do except you. So if you think that you can do something, don't ever let anybody talk you out of it. Never ever let anybody talk you out of something that you think you have the capacity to do. Do you understand? Next, you need to believe that you are good enough. See, I don't care if you have to carry a mirror every morning and look in the mirror and say you are good enough. You are worthy of a healthy relationship. You are worthy of a happy life. You are worthy of multi-millionaire business. You are worthy. You are enough. You are the one that deserves it, and you are capable. As long as you keep building your capacity, those people that you are pointing fingers at and you think that they have it all together, trust me, you don't know what they are going through. You don't know things that they have actually been through, which is why I feel like we should be more transparent with our process in life, our life's journey, as opposed to overcoming it and not sharing your experience with other people. I feel like it's going to shine a light to other people's paths. So that's actually one of the reasons why I am doing this video. Next on my list, stop questioning your worth. This is also almost the same thing as what I said before. You are worthy. You need to believe that you are worthy. You need to believe that you are, of course, I'm the one that should host that TV show. Of course, I'm the one that should marry that good-looking, rich, God-fearing man. Of course. Why should it be any other person except me? Why do you think every other person deserves it except you? The moment you fix your mentality, you will notice that every good thing will start coming to you. Every good thing, I promise you, every good thing. Like, if you believe that, I watched on Kamsi, and Kamsi was talking about how if you believe men has come, then all you're going to keep getting is come. So if you believe that you're going to get a good man and you're going to be in a healthy relationship and you're going to be happy, you guys will grow together and build your lives together to be beautiful, then trust me, that's what you're going to get, darling. Forget all these men has come. Just because one dude that no know where was going to break your heart does not mean that all men has come. Please, dear, start manifesting what you really want to see in your life. This one is very important. You need to get rid of the spotlight mentality. What is spotlight mentality? You think that everybody you come in contact with, you think that, oh, they are probably sitting down somewhere analyzing my life and saying how I'm not good enough and talking about me and saying that my hair is not long. They don't care. Like, everybody is focused on what they want for themselves. People have things they are going through. People have goals just like you have goals. People want to go to school just like you want to go to school. People want to get married just like you want to get married. So why do you think that they are sitting down talking about you? Please, dear, get rid of the spotlight mentality. Remove it from your mindset. Forget about those people that are actually sitting down and analyzing your matter. Forget those ones are haters. Do you understand? But no normal human being will sit down and carry Yuki's matter on their head. Do you understand? Because they're trying to get to their next phase in life. They're trying to maybe get a job, get married, settle down, have children. People are going through stuff. So get rid of that spotlight mentality. Please, everything's not about you. Get over it. Get over yourself. Period. Thank you. You need to understand that no one is judging you. And something else that I've actually realized is that sometimes we want to be perfect. Like, we want to say, oh, okay, I'm not a dermatologist, so why should I give my skincare routine? You can be a guide to some people. We focus on being a guru, like an expert or a perfectionist, as opposed to coming out, oh, this is me, this is what I'm dealing with, and this is the way I have been able to overcome it. Don't focus on being perfect all the time. So instead of focusing on being a guru, like being an expert, I feel like we should focus more on being a guide. Sometimes being vulnerable around people, it attracts a lot of rubbish. That's why people don't like being vulnerable and they don't like talking about their process. That's actually one of the reasons why I do not like to talk about my process. But I am learning. Do not ever apologize for your greatness. Please. Yuki, you have an amazing voice. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Many other people have nice voices. Hello, I just complimented you. Say thank you and shut up about it. The time when I was doing YouTube and I was getting some comments, and then I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't really do this thing, no, because people are like, since I studied law, what is it again I'm looking for? Only makeup artist, only me content creation, only me lawyer. How many things do I want to do, really? Maybe I should just focus on one thing. But then I realized that, see, you're not people, you're not other people. It's not your fault. It's not, you are everything and more. Trust me, there is so much about yourself that you've not even learned. And the worst thing that you can ever do to yourself is doubt yourself. Like, always give yourself that vote of confidence. Even if everybody else in the room does not see you as capable or does not see you as intelligent enough, you should know that your intelligence got you to where you are. That doesn't mean that you do not have some areas that you need to work on. Yes, there are areas that you need to work on. Maybe you are not disciplined, or maybe you are lazy, or maybe you are always making mistakes. There's a difference between learning, realizing that you have things to work on, like you have areas to work on as a human being, as opposed to thinking that you are not even capable of anything at all. There are two different things. Do you understand? So yeah, this year has really taught me that if I ever have an opportunity that I have been waiting for, I should grab it with both hands. If it fails, it fails. Abby, what's the worst that can happen? It will fail. Abby, then you have to start from scratch or something. It doesn't work out. If you have an opportunity, look, if you're watching this video and you have an opportunity and you're wondering, oh, should I take it? This is your sign. Oh, please take it. There's so much out there, and sometimes because of our environment, we limit ourselves and we don't think we're capable of something. See, the world is big enough. The world is huge. Opportunities are endless. Do not ever put yourself in a box. So I feel like this video might be too long, but I really needed to do this video because, like, the whole adulting phase, it's not the easiest, but we are going to get through it, and God is going to help us. Yeah, so if this video was helpful to you, if you enjoyed my gist or my rant or whatever, please leave a comment and feel free to share to your contact list, your friends or your family. Yeah, guys, is there any other thing I'm leaving out? Okay, yes, let me also mention that I heard when I was doing a research on this whole imposter syndrome thing, some people that I saw that have actually been through imposter syndrome, like Michelle Obama, influential people in the world today, they've all dealt with it. So if you're dealing with this, just know that you're meant to be great. Just try and get over it, and try to follow these few steps that I have used, and they have actually helped me, and I hope that they are helpful to you as well. Yeah, it was a great year. Thank you so much for being here, watching my videos, being a subscriber, even though I wasn't really as consistent as I wanted to be this year, and I was also losing interest, but I think I'm okay now. Okay, I feel like I'm talking too much. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I'll see you in my next one.